On a general, the market is in shock right now. There is a significant change in the pricing of Shiba Inu. Assumptions are being made. Why is this taking place? Now, however, major things are happening. Coinbase has just shocked the world. Nearly $81 million in a single day. Yet the CEO of Coinbase has only just spoken. Plus, this could reignite interest in Shiba Inus. Does something happen? Plus, what the fuck is the point of this debate? Allow me to clarify. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If Shiba is something that piques your interest, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business, and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button to get more Shiba news. Please tell me what just transpired. Today appears simple yet unusual to a Shiba Inu. Just yesterday everything seemed great. Shiba Inu's price went through the roof. And she'd had some incredible price hikes in the past week. It was more than a small pump. The entire town was abuzz with excitement because of that kind of thing. Many were indicted. There appeared to be green charts. Shiba Inu appeared to be regaining her former beauty for the first time in a long time. Not just any vague price adjustment, this one. Certainly this one was significant. Yes, this is the one. Reversing losses from the past week. Breaking resistance levels and prompting introspection. Finally, the breakthrough we've been hoping for has arrived. Yesterday felt different after all the downs, the reorganizations, and the times Shiba Inu hinted at a rising and then stopped. Everything was going swimmingly. People were celebrating, energy was high and social media was buzzing. And then today happened. Shiba Inu prices included more than just a period of cooling down. There was a severe 3% drop in only one day after it broke. It appeared as though the market had done a full U-turn, changing its tone entirely, all in one night. Yesterday people were discussing new highs and potential breakouts. At the moment there is nothing but anger and red candles. Seeing this must have been a horrific sight for the person who had hoped just hours before. This stings though because of how it happened. Figures are not the only thing that matter. The issue revolves with the community being completely baited. It appeared like Shiba Inu was finally breaking free, proving the naysayers wrong and giving the holders something to celebrate. The excitement was real until it turned out to be fake. It was disappointing for everyone because it sank instead of exploding. Dealing with that kind of emotional whiplash is tough. After being sure the bull run is here, you could find yourself staring at a big dip and wondering what went wrong. This is more than just frustrating, I'll admit. It is exhausting. Many Shiba Inu enthusiasts have experienced this pattern. This ride appears to go on forever. The pumps, the false starts, the sudden downturns. Even if the true believers in the long run say this is just part of the game, it hurts to see all that excitement turn to disappointment in a single day. Maybe you're wondering, what the fuck happened? After a tremendous run, Shiba Inus are suddenly failing. Why? We need to look into Bitcoin, the most popular cryptocurrency, to find out. Bitcoin did surprise everyone today. It was pumping like hell yesterday, and it soared to a stunning 93,000. Crypto appeared to be reaching new heights, and many were ecstatic because social media was buzzing with activity. The justification for this is that something truly monumental was disclosed by Donald Trump. Reserves of cryptocurrency. The market surged and a new level of excitement was introduced as a result of that single piece of news, which triggered a massive buying frenzy. However, things turned around at this very moment. Crypto did not merely chill down. It dropped to 83,000, a 2,000 drop in a single day. Interestingly, this sudden decline is also caused by Donald Trump. Everything was analyzed by one expert, and it all circles back to a somewhat bigger issue with global trade conflicts. The US's decision to impose higher taxes on Canada, Mexico, and China is spot on. Allow me to explain. Some very harsh trade taxes have been passed by the Trump administration. Energy products are subject to a 10% penalty in addition to a 25% tariff on Canadian and Mexican imports. There is also an extra 4% tax on Chinese imports. The market is not responding well to these new rules, which went into effect on March 1st. What does this have to do with cryptocurrency? Whenever international trade takes a nosedive, the stock markets tend to go absolutely bonkers. Uncertainty in the market causes investors to lose faith, which in turn causes stock prices to decline. And that is happening very now. Of course, Shiba Inu and the rest of the market are experiencing the heat. Bitcoin is plunging, stocks are faltering. While all this mayhem was unfolding, something even stranger happened. A mysterious whale today shocked the whole Shiba Inu society with an unanticipated behavior that no one noticed. Arkham Intelligence's on-chain data has shown that a huge deposit of funds into Coinbase was made by an anonymous Shiba Inu whale just 10 hours ago. We imply tremendous when we say giant. The largest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States was the recipient of the approximately 175 billion Shiba Inu that this whale deposited. All of a sudden, a Shiba Inu worth more than $2.5 million fell. What really is the central concern? I don't understand why this massive Shiba Inu would want to move all their money in this way. Are they planning to make any sales? Is something more majestic about to happen? No one is aware. It baffles me much. The market is in utter chaos right now, so the timing couldn't be worse. As if it weren't jaw-dropping enough, here is something even more insane. Markets around the world were just flipped by another whale. Something very absurd was uncovered not long ago by one researcher. A person used 50 times leverage to buy $3,200 worth of short Ethereum. They have an incredible amount of unrealized income resting on their hands. $81 million. Yeah, $81 million. That is more than a lucky break. Either an entirely different thing, or the most astounding deed ever. Could this be a market insider who knows something that the rest of us don't? Reasonable bet based on information that is beyond of our reach. To put it bluntly, this is massive. For Shiba Inus, this is the most fascinating part. Major events are typically set in motion by these kinds of maneuvers, acts by massive whales, leveraged bets, and unpredictable price fluctuations. Instability, a rapid change, or perhaps a framework for something further downstream, could all be hinted at by this. A few have even gone so far as to speculate that the whales could be manipulating the market in some way, while the rest of us sit back and answer. That could be considered doable. This is just speculation though, of course. We just have clues at the moment. An absolutely chaotic market, a questionable notion of short deals, and the enigma of the Shiba Inu whale setting up a substantial deposit. Regardless of the outcome, an explosion or nothing more than background noise, one thing is guaranteed. Significant progress is being made. The CEO of Coinbase, though, recently dropped something really major in the middle of all this chaos. Possibly something that would be very groundbreaking for Shiba Inu. He brought up the distribution of crypto assets. Even though he is still shaping his viewpoint, his ideas are incredibly intriguing. At the moment, he is mostly considering two concepts. At the most fundamental level, there is Bitcoin. Bitcoin alone would be the only pure and straightforward choice, in his opinion. The clear heir to gold, if you will. When faced with the option though, things start to heat up. An index of cryptocurrencies weighted by market capitalization was also mentioned by him. Instead of favoring one coin, it would reveal the field's largest participants. Additionally, the second option would be really fantastic for Shiba Inus. In the future, it would not be limited to Bitcoin alone. If a large business like Coinbase pushed for a comprehensive crypto index, it would mean that other valuable assets, like as Shiba Inus, are also recognized. To add insult to injury, the project may need that sort of institutional backing to gain legitimacy and stability right now, when Shiba Inu is experiencing unpredictable and erratic behavior. Nothing is of course set in stone just yet. As of right now, the financial industry